people of the state of Michigan versus Matthew Luke Wolf, 24-01673. Council appearance.
Fortuna Gill on behalf of the people, Your Honor. I'd like to make a motion for permission to practice under Michigan Court Rule 8.120.
The motion's granted.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jacob Sargent, fourth Assistant Public Defender here on behalf of Mr. Wolf. Mr. Wolf is President Counsel Table. He's standing to my right, and Mr. Abbott is also present on behalf of Mr. Wolf for this morning's proceeding.
Okay, today was the date that was scheduled for a preliminary examination. Do we have witnesses here?
Our officer is running late, Your Honor.
Okay. My understanding is that there was a request. I have a note here from February 21st. Mr. Wolf, you said you were going to retain counsel.
Yes, I tried to retain counsel, but the money situation I have paying rent, and water, wire, light, and
Don't go down a list of those like every adult in here doesn't know
I'm
what they
just
are.
saying, man, it's taking.
I'm not a man.
I'm just saying, Your Honor, it's taking a toll on me, and I can't really afford an attorney.
That's why you have a public defender, correct?
Yeah, but I didn't.
Because you're indigent.
I didn't feel comfortable with. I don't know his name,
Mr. Sarks.
Starks. and-
Sarks.
Yeah. I don't feel comfortable with him at all.
Okay. Without telling me anything about your case, why don't you feel comfortable?
Without telling me anything about.
Yeah, I don't want to hear anything about your case, but is there anything outside of the facts of your case or potential defense that makes you uncomfortable?
Yes, I feel like he's an ineffective counsel for me.
What makes you feel that way?
I feel like he isn't defending me the way that he should defend me.
Okay, so you believe that he's not zealously advocating for you?
Using those type of words.
Okay,
that's
so
kinda-
you would like to, I'm sorry, take this case probably all the way to trial?
Yes,
Okay, and you don't think that that's your right? You have the right to take the trial, correct?
yes,
Okay, so you don't think he agrees to taking this to trial if that's what you want to do?
I don't think he's the proper person for that job.
What makes you think, how long have you been an attorney?
Over 18 years.
What makes you think that he being a attorney for over 18 years, how much of that was criminal experience?
Yeah.
18-year criminal experience doesn't make him qualified to defend you in a
I feel
criminal
like,
matter.
I feel like he's ineffective counsel for me because of what I heard and saw. I just feel like,
What you heard when you talked to him in private, you mean?
what I heard and saw. Yeah,
Is somebody in my yelling out something in the back of my courtroom? Oh,
I'm a twin, so it's just.
You're
it's just
what?
Natural. I'm sorry.
you say you're a what?
I said, Your Honor, I'm a twin.
You're-
So it was
what's your
natural
name?
for me to speak. I'm Michael Wolf.
You're Matthew's twin? So when his brain moves, your mouth opens.
No, I'm not saying that. It's not that easy to explain, but what I'm saying is
I recognize you're probably protective.
No, I am, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can't blurt out in open court.
I know, I
Okay,
know that.
Okay, Michael is behind you, but he's gonna be quiet because you have the ability to articulate yourself, your feelings, and you should, because you obviously have the ability to determine if an attorney of 18 years of criminal defense experience is not qualified enough to represent you
I
on
didn't
this
say he
case.
wasn't qualified enough to represent somebody.
I said
just
to represent,
said
I
he's
didn't say
not
somebody, I said
qualified
you. That was what I said.
I don't think his qualifications at this point are effective to that right now. I
Oh.
think that his ineffective counsel was my effective point to where I said, I don't want you as my counsel.
What was ineffective?
The way, I can't really say it without saying nothing about the case.
I don't want to hear about the facts of the case.
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, but you have to be
I
able to
overheard a
articulate.
conversation with the lady.
Did he
that's-
fail to meet with you? Did
No.
he met with you?
I know, I'm not understanding the question.
With my question?
Yes,
My question was, did he fail to meet with you? You don't understand that?
I didn't say he failed to meet with me.
So he met with you, he went over your discovery and information with you? Is that a yes or no? It's just a yes or no question. Yes, he did, or no, he did not.
He did.
Okay, and he went over potential, defenses and potential risks with you?
No. No, he
No.
didn't.
Now, did he meet with you before or after you decided that you wanted to retain an attorney?
I overheard a conversation in the hallway.
About your case?
Yes,
With whom?
the black lady is sitting right there.
You overheard Mr. Starks
Yeah,
in a conversation with my court officer.
Yeah, she said, we ain't got nothing to go on right now. And at that point,
She said we don't have anything to go on.
Yeah, because the officers weren't here. So at that point, I would have said, well, can we move for dismissal?
Oh, you're talking about a conversation you heard today?
No, this was not today. This was that day.
What day?
The day we was here for the preliminary examination on the 21st.
Okay, so you were here on the 21st. And that's the date you said you were going to request to retain counsel. And so you said the officers were not here. I don't know if the officer was here. Do you have record of whether the officer was here?
I don't know, Your Honor. This is back in February. My notes just indicate that the defendant wanted to seek new counsel, so this was adjourned, so I.
Oh, but that was the date and time of the actual exam that he stated that. Who's the officer that's supposed to be here? Because they're not here now
And
either.
then I heard him say, call Michigan State Police right now and tell them to get down here. We'll hold him and do the people that's in the jail first, and then we'll keep him until we do get a Michigan State Police officer up here.
You heard your attorney say that
Yes.
to my court officer?
Yes.
Why would that makes sense, but my court officer wouldn't call the state police. She doesn't call witnesses.
I don't know, but I heard that.
You didn't hear my court officer talking about. Mr. Sargent, did you instruct my court officer to call the state police?
Absolutely not, Your
Does it
Honor.
make any sense? My attorney, we don't call witnesses. We don't do that,
Okay, Your Honor.
under no circumstance.
Your Honor, I am not a liar.
I'm not saying
And I
you're a
would
liar,
not-
but you might be
I would not lie
misunderstood.
under oath either, because I understand that this is being recorded and everything is documented. I am not a liar and I know what I heard. And I'm being honest with you.
I believe that you believe that that's what you heard. And if you heard those statements, let me hypothesize with you. Maybe if you heard those statements, are you sure you heard it coming from Mr. Starks
Yes.
to my court officer? Or maybe
I don't know.
from Mr. Starks to the prosecutor?
I don't know if it was to the court officer or a prosecutor, but I know it was a lady. I know
Okay.
that. So I
It's
can't,
possible, because Mr. Nagel may not have been here at that time. He's not been in this courtroom for that long. So, but I'm not saying, I wasn't there. I don't know what you heard. But it just doesn't make sense to me that my officer would say that, or that Mr. Starks would say it to my officer, because my court staff doesn't call witnesses here or follow up on witnesses.
I'm just telling you what
Someone
I
in
heard.
custody could go over there. It's too crowded over there.
I'm just telling you what I heard, and that's why I feel he's ineffective to me.
Okay.
I'm not saying to nobody else. and I'm not-
I can understand your concerns. If you believe you heard that, I could understand your concerns. I don't know if the witness was here. I have had Mr. Starks before me dozens, maybe even more of times. I have never, ever not seen him. To the contrary, he's more likely than anybody else that's ever become before me to object to something. Let me tell you that. He's not letting things slide. That's not how he rolls. I have never not had a witness here, and he has not immediately argued or advocated to have a case dismissed. I've never seen it.
Mr. Sarge frequently asks if I have witnesses available, because if not, I know from experience with Mr. Sarge, he will request it.
I'm telling you, Your Honor, that he did not do this day. And that's what made me want to get a new counsel, because I wanted someone that's gonna work for me and not against me.
It's and what
And I told this man.
I
that
was not
before.
there. I was not there. Mr. Starks is an officer of the court. He stated here in open court that he did not make that statement. You're not
He's a
clear.
liar.
Don't talk over me. And don't call anyone out their name in here either. Because you may be misunderstood. I'm not saying that you didn't hear somebody say that. But I don't know that you heard Mr. Starks say that. And he definitely would not have said it if he did to my court officer, because it's absolutely improper for my court officer to call and seek out witnesses. She would have no clue how to even do that. We don't do that. We don't get involved with witnesses. That's not our job. Witness is not here. That's their burden. They call witnesses, they follow up with witnesses when they're not here. Could be possible that Mr. Starks is checking in, are your witnesses here? And you hear the prosecutor saying, you call Michigan State Police and get them here. That's plausible. But for me to believe that Mr. Starks told my court officer to find a state police officer, did Mr. Starks ever ask
Absolutely
you?
not.
It wouldn't
I
happen.
just know that I heard her say we have nothing to go on. And at that
What do
point.
you mean we have nothing? Why would she say we have nothing to go on? She has
I
no
don't know.
clue.
I-
She has no clue about anything going in any of this case. Do you know him?
Absolutely not.
She has no clue. She doesn't decide if you have anything to go. She doesn't know what there is to go. We don't bring cases. The court does not bring cases. The court staff does not bring cases. The court staff does not follow up and confirm witnesses for the prosecution's office. That's completely for the prosecution to do. We do not get involved with that. You misunderstood whatever you heard. It was not my staff, and Mr. Starks was not talking to my staff about finding any witnesses. And had you probably not came in here and requested an adjournment to get an attorney, he probably would have made a motion then. If the state police was not here, I don't know. I can pull up the record and find out if witnesses was here or not, because I can tell you exactly what happened on the record because it was recorded. Whether or not we had witnesses here. If he knew that there was no witnesses here, he would have made a motion to dismiss the case. It's never happened before me in the hundreds of times he's been before me that he would not have, not a single prosecutor that's in this courtroom, public defender in this courtroom would not have moved for a motion to dismiss the case. It's never happened. Nor would any of them be looking or seeking out a witness for the prosecution. So you had ample time to hire an attorney if that's what you wanted to do. You do not get to pick which public defender is assigned to you. That is taken care of in-house by the Office of the Public Defender by their superior staff. Mr. Starks is more than qualified to handle your case. If the witness is here today, we can proceed today. If they're not, you and your attorneys can decide how you want to proceed today, because we are moving forward with this case today, okay? Do we have a witness here yet?
Your Honor, we don't have a witness here, so.
So I'll move to dismiss, Your Honor. Thank you.
Motion is granted without prejudice. It means that they have the right to reissue the charge against you. Do you understand that? Okay. You have any questions?
No.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You wait, you hang tight till you get a copy of the dismissal.
Your Honor,
You're welcome.
be at work at 2:30 at the code.
I'm sorry?
You'll be at work at 2:30 at the code.
You said he'll be at work?
You'll be at work, right?
You all work together too?
Yeah.
You're real twins. I can see now why you speak for him.
Came home after 18 years and 9 months. Gave me a career.
Very good. Keep staying out of trouble.
My brother saved my life.
He doesn't want to wait for his dismissal. I guess not.
But I'll take it to file. please.
Sounds
Thank you.
good. If you want to get a copy, I think he is still in the hallway.
Oh, yes, please, Your Honor. Thank you.
For the record, I hired Mr. Sarnes. Throwing that out there.
Listen, he got a record. He has a record of objections. I know
Oh,
that.
that's good.
I have also indicated, Mr. Starks, that I would hire him if I needed him.
Thank you. Thank you.